What's up, everybody? How you all doing today? We are back with another one and a different kind of reaction video today. It's kind of more as diving into the fact that the police are reopening the investigation into Tupac Shakur's death after from 1996. That was about what 27 years ago, and the police investigation. Reopening the case of Tupac Shakur's untimely death and his murder, basically. And I'm just curious to know as to why is it, because apparently there's some new evidence that's come to light, and I'm just curious to find out just like why is it taking like 27 years for this to get to this point, and whether it can actually, maybe, hopefully, solve this murder, the Tupac Shakur's murder, to solve that case. I'm wondering why it's taken 27 years. It's nearly 3 decades. And why it's taken so long for this evidence to come to light. And I want to check out this news clip and see what they say, and we'll discuss it and we'll break it down and see what we can learn from this. So yeah, let's check it out.
And police are once again looking into the murder of rapper Tupac Shakur. The cold case from 1996 was recently reopened. 25-year-old Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. Last week, police searched a Las Vegas home in connection to the murder, according to a warrant. It included computers, a copy of a Vibe magazine about Tupac, photographs, and other documents as well.
Okay.
All of that was taken from the home. For more on the investigation, we're joined by Lena Nosizwe. She's a journalist and the podcaster behind Tupac's Murder Was His Case. Lena, talk to us about the status of the investigation and why it's reopening now.
Well, I think that's a really good question as to why now. And I think there's maybe personnel change. Perhaps there's something that's happened in terms of somebody coming forward. It's not clear exactly what is the cause for the new investigation, but
I think we know what who's giving the evidence, who's giving, just like it said about there's like an informant. This goes by the name of Keith D. I think it was the cousin to Orlando Anderson, who was in the frame for killing Tupac Shakur. Because when they had that brawl in the MGM Grand after the Mike Tyson fight, and then they sort of stomped out fucking Orlando Anderson. And they say that, for years, they said that Orlando Anderson was the shooter and the killer of Tupac Shakur. But unfortunately, Orlando Anderson is no longer alive to defend those claims and to say that he wasn't. He can't, because he got I think a few months later he got killed in a completely unrelated situation. Yeah, it was unrelated to the Tupac thing. Anyway, let's just
so why now? And I think there's maybe personnel change. Perhaps there's something that's happened in terms of somebody coming forward. It's not clear exactly what is the cause for the new investigation, but it is something quite remarkable.
Well, what the cause of the investigation is Tupac Shakur's death. That's the cause of the investigation. That's what it was. Now, I just find it just weird how why are people talking now, 27 years later? You know what I mean? It's just, why weren't these people coming forward right then and then in 1996. And that's what I don't understand.
Exactly what is the cause for the new investigation, but it is something quite remarkable after almost 27 years. And I will also say I did a story right after the murder happened. I did a podcast episode that aired last year, and the same characters are in it. Keefe D, who was the target of the search warrant, is somebody I talked about in.
Keefe D, he's the one who was giving the police all the information. And so he's been because he was facing jail time. I think he did go to jail at one point, and now he's just helping the police with the investigation. But it just surprised me. Just why is this evidence coming? Why is it just coming to light now, and why didn't it come to light back in 1996? Well, when it should have done, because this should have been solved a long time ago, nearly 3 decades ago.
Depth for the last episode of the podcast about Tupac's murder.
Lena, what has made this case so mysterious? Why has it been so hard to get to justice?
I think there are a few things. Some people would say it's because the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department wasn't really interested in it. My podcast focuses on one of the investigators,
No, I disagree with that. I don't think the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police weren't interested in it. I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's just a lack of people coming forward with information. Because if you've got a thing like this code of silence, which is a thing in gangs and stuff, and on the streets, there's this code of silence, and when nobody talks, no one says nothing. Now, if people are not talking, they're not willing to come forward with information, then it's very hard to push forward with an investigation. You have very little to go on. So, you know what I mean? People that have got the information, but they're not willing to be forthcoming with the information, then it's very difficult to go forward. I can understand that.
Wasn't really interested in it. My podcast focuses on one of the investigators, one of the original investigators, and he would say differently. There's also the issue is people wouldn't talk. There are a lot of folks that Las Vegas Metro wanted to talk to, and they couldn't. And as for Keefe D, who was the target of the search warrant, they tried.
Yeah, that's basically what I was just saying, that people just weren't willing to talk. And I think it was a few months later, after Tupac's passing, there was Tupac's cousin, Yafa Fowler, was by the stage name of Gaddafi. He was gunned down, and he was a witness. He was a witness because he saw this, like the driver. He saw the shooter. He saw a lot of information, valuable information that he could have given to the police. But but he was gunned down too. I think that's just to prevent him from talking. I don't know. And so there's. Are they going to reopen Biggie Smalls' case, as a murder case as well? Because he got gunned down, was it 6 months later? Now on March the 9th, 1997. So they're going to, if they can solve this murder of Tupac, are they going to reopen Biggie Smalls' case? I don't know, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. But this is.
And as for Keefe D, who was the target of the search warrant, they tried to talk to him, and they were on their way here in Los Angeles to interview him, and they were stopped. He was in federal prison at the time, right in the midst of the investigation.
And Lena, Tupac and Biggie's death, of course, have been connected over the years because of their history together. I understand that you talked to Biggie's mom. What does she think about Tupac's cold case?
Wallace.
And does she hope that maybe this reopening could bring some answers into Biggie's murder?
Well, you certainly do find a lot of people very much in love with Tupac and Biggie in the course of doing a story like this. But in meeting Voletta Wallace, it was really clear that she really cared so much about finding justice. And I will also say Brent Becker, who was one of the original investigators, had mentioned that there was a lot more to go on in Biggie's case at the beginning. There is a composite sketch. There has been one. And again, Biggie was shot and killed 6 months after Tupac was. So there was more to go on, more witnesses. I know that there is a great amount of hope that something will happen as a result of what's happened with Tupac's case, because they will be, both of them will be eternally linked.
Lena Nozizwe, she is the host of the podcast Tupac's Murder Was His Case. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And police.
Oh, it's just some, you know, I think for Tupac's family, they deserve closure. You know, and his friends too. They need some closure, but I just find it just unbelievable that it's, you know, it's taken this long for new evidence to come to light, like I've already just mentioned. But you know, it's just, why now? You know, I mean, it's good to hear that the case is reopened and then they're diving more into it. You know, so and what I mean by that is that then hopefully, I just think that, you know, that it's a good thing that the case is, you know, it's being reopened and it's being reinvestigated properly, like you know, like it should be, like it should. I mean, this case should have been closed a long time ago, nearly 3 decades ago. But you know, will they get the answers that they're looking for and find the perpetrators? Who knows? You know, but it'd be interesting. You know, it'd be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, that's what I want to say, really. But yeah, just hopefully that one day that Tupac, his family and friends can get some closure on this, because it's been you know, unsolved case for so long, and yeah, I think you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for this this one. I'm gonna you know, just keep up to date with what's going on and see if how things are progressing, and see if they're going to come to any step closer to finding the people who killed Tupac Shakur, because, you know, like I say, his family and friends, they deserve this to bring closure, and they deserve to know the truth, you know. But yeah, anyway, that's all for this video. If you find this interesting or somewhat, then enjoyed it, thumbs up. Yeah, appreciate you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and yeah, I'll see you in the next vid. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Cheers, peace. I'm out.